What's up, guys? This is a tag response video. It's actually an open tag response video to AHamiltonL, which is a father-son team of collecting retro games and modern games. I've enjoyed watching their content. They have some collection video, or excuse me, they have some pickup videos. They have response video. Definitely check them out. I'm going to list them below. But they just replied to Nintendo 13's another great channel. Check him out. But they had a tag response of the three coolest items in their collection. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So number one is an accessory for the computer. But it's not just any accessory. Now I have the pedals for this somewhere. But yeah, this is just looks like a typical dusty. Need to clean that off. Not even a force feedback wheel, just a racing wheel that you connect to the PC. But if I reveal it, it's actually more than that. This guy is a very famous race car driver, and he's done very well. Hasn't won a championship yet. He's won the Daytona 500. He's won at Pocono a lot of races. He's won a lot of races, and he used to go to my school. He was a few years older than me, like 4 or 5 years older than me, and he used to ride my dad's school bus. My dad was a school bus driver, and this kid got the most bus referrals out of any kid I ever knew, and that is Denny Hamlin, driver of the FedEx number 11 car in the Sprint Cup Series. And this is actually his racing wheel. He actually signed this. There's his signature there, Denny Hamlin. Actually, his girlfriend at the time, who's not it's not his girlfriend now. Her name was Kristen, but he says we gave this to Paul, and it used to belong to Denny. So how we happened across this was I went over to when he was still living in my neck of the woods. He's now in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina area, but when he was still living down here, we went over to his house, and he was actually playing on this. Or actually he was playing on one that he won that was a better steering wheel. It had more features. I guess probably had force feedback or something. And he won that in a race. And he had this one just sitting there, and my dad inquired, like, hey, could we have that one? We want to try out that game you're playing. It was a game for the computer, NASCAR simulation kind of game. It was very challenging even to get out of the pits. But very fun. He told us what game it was, and then Dad asked, "What are you gonna do with the old steering wheel?" And he's like, "I don't know, keep it, I guess." And Dad asked if he could have it. He kind of hemmed and hawed, like, "No, I've won a lot of races on that game, and on that steering wheel." And the girlfriend, Kristen, thank you, Kristen, said, "Go ahead and just let him have it, Denny. Come on, what do you need it for?" So he gave this to me, and at his first fan club meeting, when he got in the FedEx number 11, he actually signed it the next year down there in Charlotte, North Carolina. And yeah, well, of course you see his number here, 11, and then he was driving the number 20. I want to say Bush car, nationwide car. So definitely a cool item in the collection. Definitely will cherish it for sure. And it's really cool to think about it. He was racing Earnhardt Jr. and other guys on this thing. They played that same game online, and it's cool to think about where this has been. So very cool. So that is cool item number one. Cool item number two is definitely one of my best finds ever. Found it years ago. I've never taken the stickers off, which maybe I should have, but at least I can show you proof. It is a crazy console. I love this console. It's amazing. When you turn it on, you hear the noise when it comes on. Maybe I'll plug it in and show you. But anyway, yeah. This was sitting there, and I actually almost passed on it. And I found this a while ago, like 8 or 9 years ago, when I first got into this, and I almost passed it up because I was that some '90s gimmicky console or something like that? But then I came back, I'm like, oh, it's from 1982. That's kind of cool. I'm like, and I looked inside. When I looked inside, there were boxed games, 5 boxed games with their overlays, and one game that was loose. If you don't know what it is already, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. That is the Vectrex arcade system. Portable. Yeah, sure. This used to be portable. What they considered portable. Very large. Box is a little beat up, has some conditions, but it is there, which is very cool. This system is not easy to come by. But here on the side, there is the some of what the overlays look like. It's black and white graphics on a little TV screen, and to see color, you had to put these overlays over top. And it's all vector graphics, hence the name Vectrex. If you ever watched Lord Carnage's videos, he is an absolute fanboy of this system. But there's a cool picture of a couple playing Vectrex here. The game that comes in it, Mindstorm, which is kind of like a Asteroids clone. But as you can see, I'll show you the top here, one of the condition here, but it also show you what the price is. Oh boy, I can hold it here. Yeah, $15.25. One heck of a deal on this. So, let me go ahead and pull it out here so you can take a look, check it out. There it is. Whoa, about to drop it. That would be horrible, especially on camera here. So, yeah, it has a place to hold, so it's portable. Like a knob here, the brightness to adjust that. But yeah, and the cool thing is it has like it has little tabs here where you connect the overlays, and the controller folds out. One second. Okay, so there we go. So you click this little tab here, and the controller actually folds out. And there it is. The controller has 4 buttons there and a stick, an analog stick here. And that actually is a really nice stick. Very a lot of spring to it. I know these things are notorious for breaking down. But anyway, yeah. I don't know. I'll probably do like a Vectrex collection video soon. So in that one, I'll show you some gameplay. But definitely that is number 2 on the list. All right, and third and final awesome thing in my collection. This one was the one I was having trouble deciding on. Because as you can see, there is a very awesome thing right here that I did a trade with Daniel Schmale. He recently did a video too, so I'm going to link him below. Please be sure to check him out. Yeah, we did that trade, and that's awesome. What I wanted to do though is something that I found myself, just like this Vectrex. And you probably, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you absolutely know what this is. The single greatest find of my entire collecting career, and I still to this day cannot believe I found this. And it was found, again, toy bin. Definitely, when you go shopping at the thrift stores, check the toys. I found a couple really good finds in the toy section. Many good finds in the toy section. I don't care if you're a grown man and you're looking through the toys. You may just happen to across something, you know, and you always have the excuse like, oh yeah, I'm looking for my daughter, I'm looking for my son. But anyway, check that out. But for $3.25, when I picked it up like 8 or 9 years ago, Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Still remains to this day the best find I've ever found. I don't think I'll ever top this. But yeah, this is obviously the second rarest officially licensed Nintendo game. Yeah, I mean, and it's actually a really fun title to play. I got really far. I've played it recently too. I got still the ice hockey. I cannot do anything with the ice hockey. It is like so cheap, but the rest of it is really fun. There's a lot of platforming, and obviously Fred. He has the ability to pull himself up, climb up on cliffs and everything, and pull himself up. He has a good upper body strength. Whereas Barney, when you switch to Barney, he's more nimble, and he can maneuver on vines and walk across thinner, like tightrope kind of areas. So both of their skills come into play, and often sometimes you have to actually switch it between them on the fly. But it's actually a really fun game, and it remains to this day my top coolest item in my collection. So that does it for the video. I'd like to tag a few people here. Alright, so for the 3 YouTubers I'm going to tag in this video, first up is my boy ShadJuice513. He tagged me in one of his videos recently with the top 5 NES. Be sure to check that out. Check his out. His channel is below. I'll link his channel there. So check him out. But yeah, I want to know what Mr. ShadJuice's top 3 coolest items in his collection are. Another YouTuber on here that I'd like to tag. He's got a really cool channel. He's got a lot of videos, and he's been doing a lot of collection videos. He's been doing some Let's Plays. He's a very cool dude, and he's only, I think, 13, 14 years old. Young guy, cool guy. He just put out his Nintendo DS collection and Sega CD collection, which was pretty funny. And that is Alex's Arcade. Go ahead and check out Alex on there. But yeah, Alex, your tag, man. What are the 3 coolest items in your collection? And then the last person I'd like to tag, he recently started putting videos here within like the last couple weeks, and then he has some like couple live PS4 broadcasts, but he just did like a Sega Saturn collection video, which is insane. So I know he has cool stuff. I know he has good stuff. And he needs some more subs. And that is the Badcompany Gaming. Definitely check him out. Very cool guy. And definitely check out that Sega Saturn collection. Phenomenal. But Badcompany Gaming, you are tagged. What are the 3 coolest items in your collection, man? Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out the guys below. They have awesome channels. And you need to check them out. Really do. Thank you guys for watching me, and we'll see you later.